Hey, y'all. Yep, that's right. Got over 100 hours on my little 2638. Figured it was time for a review. Getting ready to take it into service, so I got to get it loaded on the trailer. And we're going to haul it on in, get it worked on. Before we do, figured I'd go over a few things with you. These are just the things, my opinion, on this little machine over the course of about a year and 100 hours. Well, there you go. It's loaded up. As far as the review, great tractor. Great tractor. I did my research when I bought this tractor. I actually bought this tractor used, and here's why. DEF. Didn't want to deal with it. So I looked for, and now I know I was searching for a needle in a hay pile, but I found it. Luckily, I found it. I was looking for, because I bought this tractor last summer of 2024. And I didn't want DEF, so I wanted an older model tractor with low hours. And I found this one over in Georgia. So I drove 6 hours to get it, one way. I believe it's a 2020 model. I believe it's the last year they did DEF. They didn't have DEF in these little diesel tractors. Had 19 hours on it. An older farmer had it, had large acreage and large tractors. So he bought a little tractor just to mow around the barn. And he put 19 hours on it before he passed. His wife decided she wanted to get rid of it, and I wanted to have it. So I went and got it with 19 hours on it. So here's what I've had go wrong. The first thing that went wrong, the fuel tank started leaking. It has some inserts, these nuts that are made into the plastic tank. And when it bolts in behind the seat, here, let's move and let me let you look at it. This tank right here bolts in from inside the cab. Bolts just bolt into this tank, into some little nuts, metal nuts that are inserted in the plastic tank. Well, those nuts, it cracked and was leaking around those nuts. I ordered a tank and it came in and it didn't have the nuts made into it. So I said, well, I don't need that one. So what I did was I just got some 2-part epoxy, reinserted the nuts, epoxied up the tank. That was last year, hasn't leaked. So far, so good. Took me about an hour. And I think the putty stuff was probably $12 or something like that. So a very inexpensive fix. Everything else had worked great up until about 20 machine hours ago. Whew, that was a longer drop than I thought. About 20 hours ago, the overhead lights quit working. And not just quit working, they got a bug in them. So, and I didn't realize it was the lights. At first, I thought it was just the radio. And I thought I had bad radio and I just needed to replace my radio. But when you first start the tractor, radio worked. After about 45 seconds or so, sure the shop would appreciate it if I got that out of there before I brought it to them. About 45 seconds into it, the radio just turned off. I thought, no big deal. I'll deal with it and get a radio put in it. And then one night, me and my old buddy Johnny Clyde was in here hauling logs, and my lights wouldn't work. They're tied to the same wiring as the radio. So when the radio quits working, those lights also quit working. And that ain't a big deal. For the past 20 hours, I haven't done a whole lot out here at night, and the little bit I have done, the headlights did the trick. And that brings me up to the last and only other thing that has given me any issues. My third function hydraulic that operates that grapple. You've seen in one of my last videos, throwing stuff on the fire, debris, brush. And my hydraulics got a little hesitant opening and closing that grapple. Now, I did real good on not getting it directly over that fire and burning anything up. Or at least I think I did. I may have messed something up, got something hot. But I don't think so. Nothing's leaking out here. I didn't get any seals too hot. It seems more of a button issue because I can wiggle my stick and then they start working. It may just be low of fluid. I don't know. But I have now got 138 hours on the machine, so I had put about 10 hours on it when I took it in for its first service. So I had it serviced at 30 hours. And so and that was just piddling. I ran the bush hog a little bit and moved a little bit of gravel, just piddling. When I got it serviced, I had the third function added. So I've put roughly 105 hours of some pretty good usage on it. I mean, I've worked it hauling logs. I mean, these are 13-foot logs, and as you see, some of them pretty big logs. That machine handles them fine. The smaller stuff, it'll haul 2 or 3 of them at a time. So the hydraulics are strong. That the front loader can do work. Let's say that. For a small compact tractor, it's pretty stout. You know what I mean? So That's it. That's the only issues I have had in the 115 hours I've ran the machine. And well, I'll just say, I'm proud about that. This machine has held up good. But now, again, time for a 100-hour service. I don't know how most of y'all do y'all's tractors, how frequently you have them maintenance and oil changed. I'm a 100-hour guy. I know it's a diesel, and some of you say, oh man, you can run that thing 300-400 hours. Well, I know you can. And I probably would if I was out here running it every day and I put 100 hours on the machine in a month's time. But I'm not doing that. It's took me a year to acquire 100 hours. And now, the next 100 hours may come a little quicker. But then again, it may not. But 100 hours once a year, well now, I think that's just a good maintenance plan. Tell me if you disagree. Any of you diesel mechanics, tractor mechanics out there that may watch, y'all tell me if I'm wasting my money or if I need to be doing it more often than that, which I can't imagine needing to do. I'm a guy that takes care of his stuff. I believe in maintaining a machine and getting longevity out of it. I like for my stuff to crank and work properly every time I get my butt in the seat. And if that costs me a little bit of maintenance, routine maintenance, to make sure that happens, small price to pay. Anyhow, I went over all the bad. We'll talk about the good. The heater in this thing is fantastic. You could operate this machine in 20 degrees in your underwear with that heat. I'm telling you, it is good. And the air condition works just as well. Out here, over 100 degrees, ain't sweat a drop. Speakers in it, when the radio is working, speakers in it pretty nice. I mean, they're not no kickers or JL audio. But for a factory tractor speaker, it's a pretty good sounding speaker. It's hydrostatic, and that makes working in these tight places, a lot of forward and backwards. Man, I was hesitant to get a hydrostatic. I'm glad that I did. I'll say that. So if any of you on the fence about them, my opinion, go and hop over. Come on to the other side. That hydrostatic is mighty fine. You see, I got 5% tint all the way around. That helps with that cooling. And, I mean, just makes for a more comfortable day of working when you don't have the sun beating down on you inside that machine. So I do recommend getting your windows tinted. It's a few $100, but well worth it. Now, I could go over attachments. I could go over this grapple. Look here. This is I believe it's called Iron Harvest. Let me look around over here. Oh, I was way off. Good grief, Jill. I was way off. It's called a Terra Force. And it's pretty stout too. I mean, I've had some logs in that thing binded up. Ain't nothing bent. Everything's good. But I ain't gonna go over them grapples and all my other attachments. We talking about this tractor. And knowing what I know now, if I had to do it all over again, I would buy this tractor 2 or 3 more times. That's my opinion. Mahindra 2638 hydrostatic with 3rd function. My opinion, the perfect piece of equipment to tackle the task that I have on my hands here. Again, just my opinion. I know that some of y'all, that ain't worth a hill of beans. But for some of you folks out there that just like to hear it from the horse's mouth, from somebody who owns it, here's my side of the story. Y'all, thanks for watching. Let me know if you got any questions about this little machine. I'll gladly go over. I ain't got much else going on. I mean, of course, I won't be able to do it till I get it back from service. But ask your questions, and I'll see if I can cover them for you when I get it back. But until then, y'all go outside and do something. It's great outdoors. We'll see y'all next time. I got to get this thing binded up and hit the road. I'm gone.